Hi there, and welcome into a brand new week of Celebrity Salute, dedicated to the men and women who serve our country in active duty, our veterans and their families. We're here for you. God bless you. We love you. On each episode, we look for people and stories with some connection to these heroes. I am Randy Miller. Hey, welcome back to the National Defense. It's Randy Miller. And man, we always love stories of people that are doing great things for veterans, of course. And you find them everywhere. And right now, we got the Pittsburgh ace, the rookie ace, Paul Skenes, is with us doing something fantastic for the Gary Sinise Foundation. Paul, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, thank you for what you're doing. This is a fantastic partnership that you've formed with the Gary Sinise Foundation. We love those guys, and they do such great work for veterans. And you are donating, I think it's $100 for every strikeout?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's incredible, man. How's the arm?
It's holding up. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Hopefully there are going to be a lot more.
Yeah, so how many so far?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah, especially with the transition from AAA to the big leagues, I lost count.
Yeah, I'll bet. And so, obviously you have a great respect for the military. You went to the U.S. Air Force Academy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, two of the most gratifying and best years of my life.
I was going to say, talk about that experience a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that was really all I wanted to do when I was in high school. Was kind of wanted to use baseball as a means to, to get a really good education and have a cool, career after I graduated from college. And so I visited the Air Force Academy, visited the Naval Academy. And those were really the two schools that I was choosing between. Obviously chose the Air Force Academy, and those 2 years were, just two unbelievable years in terms of the development I made as a human being, the relationships that I formed, and everything I learned. You can't replace that anywhere else.
That's so cool. We're talking to Paul Skenes here on the National Defense, Pittsburgh Pirates rookie ace. Yeah, I'd say you did okay. And then you went to LSU. You won National Pitcher of the Year award, the Dick Howser Trophy, which obviously we know a lot about here in Kansas City. 2023 College World Series, LSU won, and you were named the College World Series Most Outstanding Player. Got picked number 1 in the draft by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Congratulations on a great, successful college career for sure, and a great start in the bigs.
Yeah, thank you. It was a fun college career, obviously getting the best of both worlds, I think. Winning a national championship, but also having that development for 2 years at the Air Force Academy. Those I don't know that I wouldn't have done it any differently. And so glad to be where I am right now, and I wouldn't have done that without either of the places that I went to in college.
Hey, what about Pittsburgh? I worked in radio in Pittsburgh many years ago, but I stole one of their women when I left. And Pittsburgh, to me, I was there for 3 years, and man, it was just such a cool town. I loved it because of the people. Are you experiencing that?
Oh, absolutely. Great town, great city, great people. Our fans are awesome. And it's cool because, we're just sports fans. You can tell it with the Steelers and the Penguins. And then obviously we're the only ones in season right now. But it's cool to have, people showing up to the field and, excited for baseball. The support that we're getting throughout the city, it's a really cool, cool dynamic.
I mean, you have set the town on fire. They show up, they're wearing these fake bucko stashes, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting.
Well, and even there's a chain of restaurants there called Eaton Park, and they've come out with a cookie that has a bucko stash smiley cookie, and it's got a mustache on it. I mean, that's got to be crazy.
I've heard of that. I've heard of Eaton Park. I've never been there, and I saw that, and it was that's kind of humbling to to see that. It was a surprise for me to see that in the first place. Yeah, it's cool to see the support.
Does your mustache have its own website?
It might. I don't know. if it does, I was the one who started it, but I have no idea.
Oh, that's so cool, man. And you say the arm is good. What is your top speed for your fastball? I saw 102.
Yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I
Yeah.
got right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, that should probably do the trick, I guess. Uh, and it's so cool that you're doing this for the Gary Sinise Foundation. Are there other veterans in your family?
I have two uncles who went to the Naval Academy, and then one is in the Coast Guard right now teaching. Actually, he just finished up teaching at the Coast Guard Academy, and he's moving to Honolulu, which is not the worst place for an assignment. I bet. And then they're I have grandparents and great grandparents and that kind of thing that were in the military also down the line.
Oh, that's cool. We're talking to Paul Skenes here on the National Defense. And of course, now, as famous as you are in Pittsburgh and everywhere, your girlfriend also, LSU gymnast, Sports Illustrated swimsuit model Livy Dunn, is equally known and has like 5 billion Instagram followers. Are you guys, can you even go out in public?
Yeah, we can. And I think the nice thing about Pittsburgh fans is like it's almost it was cool for me to see because they're like professional fans. If that makes any sense. That's kind of how I think
It
about it.
absolutely does. And they're very fickle.
Yeah, they have some feel
Yeah.
where we're going out. So they don't, usually we don't get bothered too much. Occasional, we went out to dinner the other night and there was, some folks that were tapping me on the shoulder, tapping her on the shoulder on the way out,
Right.
and saying "Welcome to Pittsburgh," that kind of thing. Which is it's cool to be welcomed like that. It's also nice to go to dinner and be able to enjoy ourselves. But I think that's just how the people in Pittsburgh are. I think they get it.
Yeah, it's funny. And, we're based here in Kansas City. And I remember when Patrick Mahomes first came on the scene, same kind of deal, same kind of vibe. And he commented a few times on, how the fans gave him his space, but also respected him and kind of let him do his own thing. So Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a city like that, and I can remember sitting in the stands of a Steelers game, and they're cheering for the head coach one minute, and they're wanting to get rid of him the next, and it's just kind of how it is there, right?
A little bit, but yeah, I mean, if you're winning, then it all takes care of itself.
You're right, absolutely. We're talking to Paul Skenes here on the National Defense. Paul, we do a regular segment called "Got Your Six." It's 6 rapid-fire questions for Paul Skenes. Are you ready?
You got it.
Does Livy ever sport a fake bucko stash herself?
No,
Okay.
never.
What's your favorite sandwich at Permane Brothers?
Oh man, I don't know. I think the only time I've ever had it is when it's been catered. Um,
Legendary
I could
place.
I could
Legendary
not tell you
place.
what's on the menu there.
So good. Is the rookie hazing worse at the Air Force Academy or with the Pirates?
I think at the Air Force Academy, the nature of it is more, get on the ground and do push-ups and sit-ups and that kind of thing. And yeah, so that's not a thing here. So I would definitely say at the Air Force Academy.
Yeah, I'll bet so. What is the favorite bobblehead you own?
Oh, I got a bobblehead of my dog.
I got a bobblehead of my dog. What kind of dog do you
Yeah,
have?
I have an English Retriever.
Okay. All right.
Beauty.
That's pretty cool. Is it a boy, girl?
Girl,
And what's her name?
Rue. Yeah, she actually just turned a year old about 3 days ago.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite walk-up song?
Oh, other than mine,
No, I mean yours. What's yours?
it's Q Country Roads by Charles Wesley Godwin. I really like mine. I like listening to it. I got
That's
to keep myself from singing to it sometimes. But on our team, I really like Connor Joe's. I couldn't tell you what the name of the song is, but it's kind of it's a good vibe. Matches his personality. Just some I don't even know.
country.
Nobody's singing. No, it's just I don't even know what instrument it is. It's just some guy playing the instrument.
What's a, tell me
That's a
about
good
a
one.
bad walk-up. I've heard some bad walk-up songs before.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you kind of know it when you hear it. not going to call anybody out for it. And I don't think anyone on our team has a bad walk up, but we'll go somewhere else and we just, look at each other in the dugout.
Yeah, right.
There's a bad walk up.
Well, speaking of songs, can you sing the LSU fight song?
No, I can't. The nice thing is they put the words up on there at the football games and that kind of thing. So,
do you even know what the name it is? The name of it?
No,
it's pretty basic. It's Fight for LSU.
Yeah, I was going to guess LSU fight.
That's pretty good.
That makes sense too.
Hey, Paul, man, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Continued great success. Thank you so much for what you're doing for veterans through the Gary Sinise Foundation, and I would encourage everybody to check that out.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. I'm just hoping we can get as many eyes on it as possible.
Well, everybody's hoping that, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Paul. We'll be right back here on the National Defense. You've been listening to Celebrity Salute. Celebrity Salute is produced by Brainstorm Media and distributed by National Defense Network, with host Randy Miller and executive produced by Nate Herron. Be sure to visit us at nationaldefensenetwork.com. This podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also say, Alexa, play the National Defense Network podcast.